Hey guys, welcome back to the Refs Crease. As always, this episode's brought to you by refcoach.ca. Take a look at us at www.refcoach.ca for all your officiating tips and ways to learn and improve. I want to talk today about a couple of weeks ago. I had a chance to go to the Hlinka Gretzky tournament and catch the gold medal game. The tournament was in my hometown of Edmonton, Alberta. And if you guys are unfamiliar with this tournament, it is a U18 international tournament and has been played since 1991. And they've held it everywhere from Castlegar, BC to Yokohama, Japan. So it's been all over the world. And this is a tournament that is a showcase for the world's best under 18 players to show their skill, and it's a huge opportunity for them as they're up and coming players, but it's also a huge opportunity for up and coming officials as well. And me being who I am, that's kind of more what I was watching, but I got to enjoy a good hockey game as well. So today, I'm going to talk about the top 5 takeaways I took from watching the officials team, and that you guys can take with you and take it out on the ice. The game was incredible. It was a 2-1 win for Canada. They won 2-1 in regulation. They had a 2-0 lead for a large part of the game, and then Czechia got a late goal to make it a 1-goal game. And the skating was incredible, both from the players and the officials, and we'll get into that a little bit here as we move along. Your officials for the game were the referee team was Chad Ingles and Brett Moncion. I think I'm saying that right, Moncion. And for linesmen, you had Adam Burnett and Luke Pye. The team was really good. The game was officiated well. The game flow was fantastic. And so we'll get into the top 5 things that I saw from them that I really noticed. Number one is that they operated as a team. Right from the time they came out on the ice, to the way they handled their penalties and all the scrums and all that fun stuff that comes with officiating this game. They were always communicating, and they were never in a position where anybody was left hanging or left on their own. And referees were talking about their calls. If it was a 2-minute minor, the referee is making a call. If it was anything going above that, they were definitely conversing before making the call. They had a goal that was disputed and had to be reviewed, and they handled that really well as well, going straight over to the timekeeper's bench to get on the phone and get it reviewed, as there was some potential that there could have been an illegal goal. It did turn out to be legal, but the way it was done was absolutely correct. Number 2, they were extremely professional. Things got heated a couple times, as they will, as games with this kind of high stakes can generally get a little bit heated, and the crew never lost their composure. They handled things accordingly and never let it get out of hand. Their interactions with the players and the coaches was just to the point, professional, no arguments, just didn't take long, and they were off to the next face-off. So yeah, extremely professional and handled very well. Thirdly, the referee standard, they set that early. They never wavered from it. The referees made it clear what they were going to call and did that, and one of the referees, he had obviously made it clear that sticks up in the hands were going to get called hooking, and he absolutely did that. Right from the first period all the way to the third period, the calls were the same. We were never left guessing what was going to be a call or what wasn't going to be a call. Stick went up in the hands. You pretty much knew his arm was going up, and he stuck to that. We never felt at any point that there was anything unclear, there was any kind of inconsistency. They called the penalties the same way right in the first period to the third, so it made for a really good game and really good flow. So this one's an important one, guys. If you're setting that standard early, you stick with that standard all the way through, and then they can never question your consistency or what is a call and what is not a call, because you've been calling it the same. So number 4, their skating was impeccable. These guys were equally as good skaters as the players out there. The way they navigated the rink was fluid, and they were always in a good position for a sight line. They were on top of each other's switches back and forth to keep those sight lines. They never got in a position where they were stuck or interrupting the play. The switches were happening well ahead of time, and they were covering for each other really well, and that goes for both the referees and the linesmen. They were on top of it, constantly watching each other and covering everything that needed to be covered. So this one, again, something that we should always be working on. Our skating should always be improving, and our skating should be, as, if we can, as good as the players. But right there, that we know we're in the play, we know we can get out of the way of the play, and that navigating the rink is not an issue for us, because when that happens, and it is an issue, then making those calls is very difficult. So very important, and these guys did it bang on. Number 5, they always had each other's backs, is what I noticed. I was really close to the ice, and what I noticed was that the communication was constant between the two linesmen, between the two referees, between the linesmen and the referees. It was continuous all game long. In the scrums, those linesmen were going in, they were talking to each other the whole way. They knew exactly who was going where, and who's getting in, and how that was getting broken up. And this is another important one, and I see this a lot. A guy will jump into a scrum before his partner's even there, and they haven't even talked about it. And you should always be going in as a team, because we got to remember, guys, that the number one thing when we're getting into breaking up a scrum or any kind of situation like that, it's got to be our safety first, and then we go and we worry about the players. So this happened continuous, and it's something I would say is the most important thing that you can be doing as a team, is constantly communicating, making sure the guy knows, hey, I'm here, or I'm moving here, or whatever's going on out there. Both guys know, and they're on the same page. Super important. So there you have it, guys. My top 5 takeaways from the Hlinka Gretzky tournament. I hope this helps you and gives you a few pointers and maybe things you can work on. I urge you to check out the highlights from this game. It was great, and if you've got the time, even better, go back and watch it, and maybe you can see some of those situations with the officials, and watch them, and maybe pick up some pointers of your own. And on that note, I mean, if you were at the game and you noticed some things that I didn't mention here, reach out to me and let me know, and we can have a conversation about it. I'm always open for conversation and to learn, just like you guys. So reach out and let me know. You can contact me at www.refcoach.ca. just look for me, Adam White. My information's on there. And you can also reach out and message us at Ref Coach Canada, all one word. That's on Instagram. And like I say, let's have a conversation about it. Let's learn together, and maybe you can bring up some things that I didn't see, and we can go through that and learn together. So until next time, guys, stay safe out there and keep learning, and we will see you next time.